Welcome, dear rabbit, as December's cool air wraps its gentle arms around you, inviting your spirit to unfurl like a silken banner in the twilight. In this month's unfolding tapestry, you are beckoned to notice the hush beneath the holiday rush, to feel the pulse of quiet intention vibrating beneath each falling snowflake. The dog appears as your true companion this December, its steady gaze offering a moment of soft connection beneath frosted branches. Imagine stepping into a lamplit clearing at dusk, where the dog, its fur softly dusted with snow, presses its warm muzzle against your palm. In that instant, you feel what loyalty tastes like, a gentle promise that someone sees you, even beneath your quietest breaths. A new presence emerges, beyond familiar horizons. Here stands the ox, solid and unyielding amidst December's white fields. The ox may test you, urging you to plant firm stakes instead of letting wind-blown desires scatter. Its call challenges you to root yourself before the year turns, asking, are you willing to stand firm even when the frost bites at your toes? Lean into this grounded ally, but guard your softness, for the ox's steady stance can feel heavy if you forget your own delicate heart. Let the ox remind you that resilience need not harden into coldness, that you can hold your tenderness within a foundation of purpose. Among the drifting embers of leftover autumn, the goat comes to offer tender nourishment, a soothing balm for your restless mind. If you have clung too tightly to your own expectations, let the goat's gentle gaze remind you that perfection's weight can fracture the branches of possibility. Allow its nurturing spirit to cradle you, teaching you that a heart can overflow with care even when the world around you seems brittle. When you are tempted to retreat into familiar cocoons of self-doubt, picture the goat nibbling at a tuft of winter grass, unafraid to seek sustenance even in cold seasons. In that image, you discover that embracing your flaws can be as simple as feeding a hungry soul. Yet beneath the twinkling lights of 2025's winter celebrations, like the virtual reality lantern festival trending on MetaMingle, avoid the rooster's glare this month. The rooster's impatience might prick your calm with harsh judgments, crowing too early at moments you are still finding your voice. Stay vigilant when a well-meaning scold tries to rouse you from rest. Sometimes the loudest voice is not the one you need to follow. Remember how a friend's crackling voicemail arrived on a snowy morning, urging you to step into the world while your heart still hesitated. If you had answered then, would you have rushed and missed the quiet magic waiting at the edge of your threshold? In the hush of December's half-light, notice how your own shadow dances at the edge of banquet halls and icy sidewalks, the urge to hide your needs like a flicker of candlelight you dare not expose. This self-sabotage, like a chilly gust slipping through a crack in a window pane, threatens to dim the warmth inside you. Yet a nascent spark of courage flickers in its place, your emerging strength to speak a truth that feels fragile, to ask for gentleness without fearing you will burden another. How might you find wonder if you trust the hush? What discoveries await when you allow your soft voice to weave through the winter air? Consider the lingering echo of a handwritten postcard discovered weeks after autumn's end, its ink smudged by curious tears. That image can remind you that even delayed connections hold power, much like how your soft words can heal wounds left unspoken for too long. Ask yourself, what if the silence you keep holds a song worth sharing? In knowing that vulnerability can glow brighter than any holiday star, you awaken the possibility that your gentle presence matters beyond measure. Under December's pearlescent moon, witness how the dog's faithful presence grounds you in a world of shifting commitments, how the ox's unwavering stance calls you to remain present to your foundational values, how the goat's tender heart teaches you to cradle your imperfections, and how avoiding the rooster's sharp crow preserves your peace. Within this constellation of influences, you see both shadow and light. Your fear of reaching out too soon and your rising willingness to embrace your own voice, your habit of gathering worries into tight knots, and your growing capacity to release them like lanterns into the sky. Embrace this month as your sanctuary, knowing that although December's winds can whip at the edges of your resolve, your heart contains its own hearth. May you carry this quiet courage forward, letting December's serenity become the cradle for all tomorrows you choose to welcome.